Alright, so, yeah. So now we're going to go over to Russia for a bit. As they finally complete their objective by taking over Ukraine. Also, by this point, yeah, they got to Kiev and let's just say it wasn't pretty for the Ukrainian government, usually forcing a provisional government to surrender. And then following that up is an ultimatum to Lukashenko to just, you know, join Russia proper. Yeah, Lukashenko accepts. And this is our new map. Russia is now entirely bounded on the western side by NATO and its allies. So, yeah. Uh-oh. So I'm just gonna move this number representing Russia's absurd amount of nuclear bombs. Uh-oh. Just gonna move. Yeah. I believe it's either Russia or the US that has the most nukes. All I know is that both are pretty close. So yeah. Do note that, yeah, there are a lot of more unfortunate places that kind of just got sunk entirely, but ain't no one's problem right now. Russia finally completed their objective in Ukraine. Now everyone's freaking out. Oh, and also Moldova. Yeah, Moldova joined Romania pretty much instantly. So, so anyways, I'm struggling to think of what could possibly be happening here. Did I make Luxembourg that color or no? I'm trying to think now. What did I do? Did I make Estonia? Yeah, that's Estonia. Latvia face instability. And oh my god, you just invoked Article 5, Russia. Oh my god. Except, nobody really wants to intervene at this point. I know. See how that happens? And I'm gonna recycle Belarus's color here for Caroland. See, behold, Russian puppet state, Caroland. I guess, yeah, it paid off to have your capital in. It paid off to have your capital inland. See, see at this region here, Zealand, that got flooded. Danes just moved location of their capital city over to on the Jutland Peninsula. Oh, and also extremists start a rebellion, and also, yeah, at this point, extremists start an open revolt in Atlantis and Doggerland. I think this is the color I used for Luxembourg. The loose song. I'm gonna turn this layer off. Actually, I might need it. I see it. Basically, they believe the Alternites' current vice commander would lead their empire better. I mean, canonically, this is supposed to be a rebellion from the Swiss Empire. Yeah, their country, nation, whatever, better than the current guy who doesn't want to do much in the way of you know, make humans do. Um, Basically, these guys are against peaceful assimilation. I don't know. No, that was a new authority. Color. Basically, these guys are just anti-human, like their vice commander. Yeah, and, and the UK does something a bit odd. It decides to intervene in the Doggerland Civil War, and the rest of NATO is like, "What the hell are you doing? Do you actively want to risk war with the?" Of course, yeah, yeah, front, front line here. Yeah, seeing that Doggerland is falling, most based country on Earth. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that, but you already know. I mean, come on, I'm Danish. You know I'm gonna call my homeland based. Yeah, the Danes intervene as well, knowing it's probably knowing there's not that much of a likelihood of actively risking a global war. However, it's also somewhat voice of reason. There are, as a pocket of more, let's just say, liberal Alternites pop up. Eventually, yeah, that happens. And meanwhile, the Dutch all this time are just sitting pretty behind their wee little defensive. Why am I calling them wee little defensive walls? Those things are just the beefiest thing ever. Of course, Doggerland is split rather unevenly in two. The UK wanted to create a continuous bridge of, was it chopped in half by Doggerland. See, that's why they requested a bunch of this southern land down here. Let's just say the Vice Commander's forces accepted. There's also this. Just give me a moment while I think up all orders. Sorry. Maybe the Danish get something out of this. So they want to extend the Jutland Peninsula out. Basically, the vice commander's forces. Allow for this. Oh boy, time for some gerrymandering. Extremists mostly. I guess this is the most efficient way to split up. See, eventually at the end, two states in Doggone got created. One state that is more pro-human, one that's more or less just humans can't have nice things. What the hell am I saying? Okay, yeah, I 100% deserve to be in a madhouse for this. Yeah, this is, no. This one, I said this one, yep. Of course, it's just humans doing what humans do best. That is finding new and innovative ways to beat the ever-living hell out of each other. So yeah, over the vacation I was actually visiting a few places. Now when I vacated Florida, I visited my grandparents who were staying there, and also Disneyland. Okay, not technically Disneyland, Disney World. But still, my point stands. I was in vacated Florida. Nice. Thanks for watching.